Well, the 49ers beat the Giants in MetLife Stadium, but it comes with a cost. The Niners are 6-3 on the season. A crazy win. It was a gritty win. They got their best win, like first blowout of the season. But man, oh man, it comes with some really painful news. Mykel Williams is feared to have torn his ACL. MetLife Stadium. This was towards the end of the game, man. Are you kidding me? We almost got out of that stadium without any injuries. And of course, oh my God, he's pending MRI. But Mykel Williams just posted a quote about Kobe Bryant that Fred Warner posted a few weeks ago. I think he knows it's pretty much season. I think his season's going to be over. We're going to find the news out tomorrow. We got Mykel Williams, Nick Bosa, Fred Warner out for the season. Brock Purdy's been dealing with the turf toe. You got Bryce Huff. Man, this team, man, every week you think you're getting ahead and then you lose players. Clelin Ferrell came in. He played good. Keon White came in, but now the defensive line is just taking more hits. They didn't even play CJ West, the other rookie. He was in this team, man. Mykel Williams was their first pick, their first-round pick, their number 11th pick, and now he's pretty much going to be cooked up for the season. That is unfortunate, man. Unbelievable, man. I don't know what to say. What is the problem with this team and getting injuries? It was kind of I feel like it was like a bone bruise at first, the way he was taking an O lineman. He beats him with the move and he rushes towards the quarterback. I mean, I guess he fell on his knee, but was that enough force to tear the ACL? I didn't see him do a lateral movement. I need to look at it again, but I watched it a few times, but it wasn't zoomed in. And I mean, he didn't look like he did anything laterally to unhinge the knee or anything. So that's a sucky injury. It was pretty much non-contact. So non-contact's usually not good, but he also banged his knee on the turf. So I don't know if that's what caused it, but the 49ers do fear that Mykel Williams towards ACL. But other than that, the Niners won. They're 6-3. Mike Williams hasn't done much, though. But you don't want to lose your players. You don't want to get more injuries. I know he hasn't put up big numbers. He's getting double teamed a lot. He's a rookie. He's a good interior passer. We can't afford to lose any more players. But the 49ers rookie I feel like this rookie class hasn't really done much. Jordan Watkins had a nice catch today. Jordan James hasn't played this season. Marquise Siegel, he got inactive today. Nick Martin's now playing special teams. CJ West didn't play today. Alfred Collins has made a few nice plays here and there. I mean, the Connor Colby got benched today for Spencer Burford. It's been a pretty bad rookie class, not going to lie to you. And then now Mykel Williams, who, again, he wasn't putting up monster numbers, but he was getting better, and he was drawing a lot of double teams. Now he's probably out for the season. So it is what it is, though. The Niners won the game 6-3. But again, at what cost? Brock Purdy still got the turf toe. Kyle Shanahan says he's going to be dealing with it all season. Mac Jones looked good. He was at one point, he was 14 for 14, man. This guy was dialed in. Mac Jones, 235 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He did have the one fumble on the sack. That was the one mistake, but he played pretty good. 19 out of 24. He had a 135.2 rating. I feel like he played pretty good. I give him a good B. He made one mistake, but otherwise, I mean, maybe a B+. A B+, A-. I feel like Mac Jones played really good. He didn't have to go crazy, but he did, play very efficient in that first half of that game, even in the second half. But they were running the ball. The key to this game, the story of this game, was Mr. Christian McCaffrey, who now sets the NFL record with his 16th game in his career. He's had at least one rushing and receiving touchdown. He passes Marshall Faulk. This guy was all over the place today. I mean, he had 33 total touches, 173 total yards, 2 touchdowns. This man's a monster, dude. This guy's absolutely crushing it. Christian McCaffrey is our MVP. He could be in the MVP race. Offensive Player of the Year for sure. I mean, this guy is incredible. Christian McCaffrey, he's putting the team on his back. The only guy that's staying healthy is Christian McCaffrey. Can you believe it? He's like collecting the Thanos rings, the Thanos Power Stones, or whatever you want to call it. Christian McCaffrey is an absolute dog. A shout out to him. And another guy that played really good was Tatum Bethune. He had 16 total tackles, 8 solo, 8 assisted, pass deflection. I feel like Tatum Bethune was really good. The guy was money against New York. He was all over the field. The 49ers defense did step up. Secondary played better at times. Deommodore Lenoir, man. He got to stop talking. I like Demo, but he talked a lot. He got in McLeod's face. He got sucker punched. Like, he got stiff armed in the first half. I like Lenore, but this was not his best game. He does a lot of talking. You got to stop that. Renardo Green had a very good game. I feel like Renardo Green was probably the best corner in this game. Oh wow, the Rams just won. Jair Brown played pretty good. He had a good touchdown saving pass, although they did get a touchdown later, or a pass deflection. They did get a touchdown. Jackson Dart, man, I give him a lot of credit. He has no Malik Neighbors. He has no Cam Scatterbo. Threw 3 touchdowns. I feel like if those 2 guys were back in the game for the Giants, would have been a different story. The Giants got a good young team, man. I like Jackson Dart. He played good, but he was shook after the game. He was like, I never seen anything like it. It's the first time I've been in a lopsided, game with fans. So that was pretty interesting to hear. He's pretty interesting to see this type of game. So shout out to the 49er fans that showed up. David says, Lenore let that final touchdown in. Yeah. Let's take a look at some of these. How is everybody? How are you guys doing, by the way? I just came on here, started yapping, but you know how it goes. Hope everybody's doing good. Let's see. Kyle said, let me pull up some of these comments. Shout out to Brian Robinson. He played his best game of the season. Richard Sherman says they got to use him more, although I know it's hard to take out Christian McCaffrey because he's Christian McCaffrey, but you got to find a way. Trent Williams was he made the most of his opportunities, and it was good to see. Blooming Cash says, Kyle said he's a durable player. He really doesn't care about reserving his health. Are you talking about CMC? Lynch and Kyle overall have drafted well. They cashed in on late round draft picks. You can't question. Yeah, exactly. Their late round picks are usually good. You can't question their drafting outside of trading up for Trey Lance. It's debatable. I feel like you could question their drafting because they took a kicker, they took a punter, they always take a running back. This year they didn't take the running back early. They could have got Cam Scatterbo, although he did get hurt. Would he have gotten hurt with the Niners? Probably, the way this team is. But I do question them sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, could have had certain players, but in the end, like last year's draft class was good, and they do hit on late round picks. But this year, so far, this draft class has not been great. Upton Stout been above average. Where did he get sucker punched? Not sucker punch. I mean, I meant to say he got a stiff arm. Did you see that first touchdown that the Giants got? They waltzed down the field, and Lenore just he got rocked, man. He just pushed around, gave him the stiff arm on that first touchdown drive. Mac Jones, bloody nose. Mac Jones with the bloody nose. That guy's tough, dude. That image of Mac Jones with the bloody nose was incredible. Lawrence says, Lenore been talking too much for my liking. He's not that good. The guy really goofy, and Jason cooked him, even though he won week 1. I mean, Dion Lenore has played pretty well, but he's got to stop, man, talking. Sometimes he just let the game do the talking. I agree with that. He does talk a lot. Solomon Thomas, Reuben Foster, Javon Kinlaw traded down from Wirfs. Yeah, see, those first-round picks are not good. Winters, yeah, he didn't get punched. He got stiff-armed. In that first touchdown, if you watch that first drive, the Giants, he got pushed out of bounds. He got pushed around on that one. Yeah. But anyways, the Niners did win the game. So we're 6-3. I don't know how the hell this team's going to keep pushing through. They're 6-3 with all this adversity. I mean, they're going to make the playoffs just because their record is 6-3, unless they go on a unimaginable run and lose the rest of their games. I think they're still going to win games. Mac Jones is playing great. They have Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, who didn't really need to do much today. Juwan Jennings played really good today. I feel like it was his best game of the season. Kendrick Bourne had a few catches. We talked about Brian Robinson played really good today. They played team ball, man. It was a good win. Like, it's crazy how this team can win games when they're just banged up, and every week they find another player to get hurt. I don't know how they're doing it. It's crazy. Got to give Robert Saleh a lot of credit. Got to give Kyle Shanahan a lot of credit. California Man says bringing Evan Anderson and Sebastian Valdez. At this point, you have to, right? Julia says Mykel brings underrated value to this team, playing both edge and DT with high usage. Yeah, I think a lot of people don't respect Mykel Williams enough because he did not put enough stats in the stat sheet, but he's been playing in and out. He's versatile. He's kind of like that Swiss Army knife type defensive lineman. He's not going to put up a lot of stats. This is rookie season, but I get it. He's a first round pick, and you want him to have big numbers, right? You want him to have big numbers, and you know, you want impact. You want impact. You want impact out of your first round pick, your number one guy you pick. So I get the, you know, the fans that are upset because he's not putting up numbers, but I get it. But he does have that versatility, and I think that's a big help for this team, especially with the amount of injuries on this D line. Like Mykel Williams definitely is helpful for them because he could play, you know, basically two positions on the line. So I think that's good with all these injuries. That's much needed, but he's not going to put up 2-sack game. You know, he's not going to do all that. Maybe not yet. Maybe in a few years, but yeah, it just sucks that we're getting injured. 6-3, not bad. They needed that win. They did. 6-3 is a lot better than 5-4. If they were 5-4, hold on to your seats, man. I mean, the 6-3 is a good cushion coming into the trade deadline. Trade deadline on Tuesday. I really hope they can get somebody. They're going to need something, man. They said they're going to be aggressive. There's teams calling for Juwan Jennings. I feel like Jennings had his best game. I mean, Jennings basically was like, look, man, I'm either going to be playing with the Niners or someone else. I got to have a good showing today. And I think that's what Jennings did. He was like, look, I'm basically trying out for my next team or to stay with the Niners and see if they really like me. So he played pretty good today. I'll give him that. So Julia says if we had drafted Cam Scatterbo, he would have gotten no touches behind CMC. Probably right. Nobody. Jordan James. What happened to Jordan? This man doesn't even play. This is crazy. He doesn't even play. Niners just needed that win. I think Purdy will miss the rest of the season, says Baby Radiance. He's kind of feeling like, I don't know, every week it's like he's close. And then Kyle today's like, I don't know if he's going to play. I don't know. This is what Kyle Shanahan said about – let me read you the quote of what Kyle said about this is what he said about where's it at? Let me find it. This is what Kyle said about Brock Purdy's toe injury. Anytime you're dealing with turf toe, it's something that probably won't fully go away all year. Regardless of when he comes back, he'll have to deal with it a little bit. It's just assessing when the best time to come back and have to deal with it at least. It's a little bit of a tricky decision. Kyle also doesn't think Brock will need off-season surgery on his toe. That's what he said. But he basically said it's tricky. It won't go away all year. He'll have to deal with it. It's not a good injury. I told you, it's a pesky injury. It's something that's going to deal with all year. And if he's dealing with it all year, it's going to limit his game. If Mac Jones continues to ball out, they may not play the $53 million man. It's kind of crazy. With these injuries the team has, I mean, it may not be worth it. We'll see, though. I mean, does Brock Purdy need to come back? Do you think Brock Purdy needs to come back? That's the big question. That's another question. Like, a lot of people think the team can win games with Mac Jones, and he's proven it. He's got a good amount of wins this season. It's actually crazy how well he's played. And again, you got CMC, you just hand him the ball, magic happens. You got George Kittle. It's wild, man. Kyle keeps edging us about Purdy. He really does, Winters. Who do we think we're getting? That's a serious question. That is a serious question, Rod. Lawrence? I think they're going to get an edge. Maybe Trey Hendrickson. The Bengals said that they're willing to take offers on him now. Jalen Phillips, Miami. We've been linked to him. Maybe somebody from the Giants today. Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch probably took some numbers today and made some connections with the Giants. I would love Brian Burns. Are you kidding me? It's not happening. Kayvon Thibodeau, he's pissed off at the Giants. He doesn't want to. He was like, it's bad, just real bad. They can get him. Jalen Phillips in Miami. I don't know. I don't know who we're going to get. We're going to get someone. Arden Key. Definitely, I keep hearing his name thrown around. The Jets, they're going to have probably a fire sale. So somebody from the Jets, I don't know. In the long run, PWS says, in the long run, would you rather have this dub or an L, but Mykel Williams is still healthy? I'd rather have. That's a tough question. I don't want to lose this game because this is an ugly game to lose to the Giants of 2 wins. But if that means that Mykel stays healthy and we get this win, yeah, because the ACL is a whole season. I don't want anybody to be out for the season with the torn ACL. That's a shitty injury. And he's your first-round pick. So now we're not going to have him till next year mid-season because it's a long recovery. So we just basically lost another first-round pick for at least a year. Like that's I'd rather take the L, as shitty as that is, than lose a player for a whole year. So, yeah, that's a tough question. But I guess I'd rather keep Mykel and take the L. That sucks, man. Mac about to get paid. He is playing for a starting job next year, whether it's the Niners or not. This guy is fucking balling. He's proven he can start in the NFL, man. I got to give a lot of respect to Mac Jones, man. And then shout out to him. Hell of a teammate. He subbed himself out of the game. He subbed himself out of the game at the end. The game was over. He knew that Adrian Martinez had a chance to play his first snap. He was like, let me just sub myself out before it gets too late. What a W teammate. He made sure that Adrian Martinez got to go in the game so he could play his first snap in the NFL, dude. That's a dub teammate, man. Dude, Mac Jones is just a good dude. Tej says Purdy ain't starting. He stole all our money. A lot of people stole money from his team. Bro, you know who stole money from his team? Yetur Gross-Matos. YGM. That man. Bro, can you imagine this guy? Oh my God. Let's talk about YGM. I haven't been able to talk all week. I didn't come live all week, and I got some thoughts about YGM. This man, okay, he had a hamstring injury. He came back to practice on Wednesday. He was back in practice. And then on practice on Thursday, he re-aggravated. Oh, no, he came back to practice on Thursday. Sorry, I think he was not in practice till Thursday. He re-aggravated his hamstring. Bro comes back after weeks. And then you re-injure your hamstring injury that kept you out for weeks. And now you're on the injured reserve list. That was one of the worst free agent signings the Niners ever had. That's crazy. And we're still despite all of this, the Niners are 6-3. What a season, man. What a season. I love it. It's crazy. Adrian ain't do shit. Yeah, but let him have his moment. This is his moment. Julia says, glad to see Clelin Ferrell back. Bloomy Cash says, what has he even done for us? YGM has done nothing for us. But yeah, Clelin Ferrell, I felt like he was definitely nice to see him back. He got his first sack in his first game with the team. He returned to the game and got a sack. What a return. It's good. I like Clelin. He was active. He was getting it. Arrest YGM for theft. They might need to. Sal Lee, 49ers worst injury. They lose 3-star players. Warner, Bosa, Williams gone for the season. Brock Purdy's been hurt. This team's crazy. I just don't understand it. He destroyed Dart, Clelin Ferrell. He did, bro. Dart played good, but Clelin Ferrell ate that man up. He ate that man up. I don't know, man. Niners gotta make some trades. This team is battered up. I mean, you gotta try to win. You gotta try to take the trade deadline by its horns and build this. Keep building this team up because you got a 6-3 roster. The Super Bowl's in your damn stadium this year, man. You owe it to your fan base to at least try. Yeah. Man. It's been a rough season. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been a wild season. All these injuries. But somehow, again, we're 6-3. I don't know. Anybody else stood out to you? We talked about Tatum Bethune. He played fantastic. That guy played so good today. Listen, man, no Fred Warner, and Tatum Bethune has had a lot of pressure on his shoulders. He didn't play too good last week, but the first week when he stepped in for Fred against Atlanta, he played great. Last week was kind of a ho-hum game. I really feel like Tatum Bethune played great today, 16 tackles. Kyle Shanahan, gave him good reviews after his game. Obviously, Mac Jones played so good today. Unbelievable, very efficient. Christian McCaffrey, dog. Brian Robinson, man, good to see him get more touches. I hope Kyle keeps on handing him the ball. You got to keep CMC healthy, man. And this is why you brought Brian Robinson. He finally got some opportunities, and he made the most of them. I want to see more Brian Robinson, man. B-Rob. I felt played pretty good. Made some clutch plays. Sky Moore had a good game today. I feel like he played very good for whatever role he has on this team. He doesn't get a lot of opportunities, but the few opportunities he had, he made the most of them. I thought he played good. Renardo Green, dog, he played good today. Renardo was great in coverage today. He made some big stops. Obviously, Clelin Ferrell, we talked about him. He was really good today. Made the sack on Dart, destroyed him on that sack, like you guys mentioned. I feel like those guys really stepped up. Obviously, Christian McCaffrey was the player of the game. But overall, I think this team played, good against a really poor team. That's what you should do. And I'm glad we didn't have to win in a cardiac game. It was like I mean, they kept it close. They're competitive, but the Niners pulled away and they didn't make it close, which is good. You have to win a game like this against a 2-win team like that. Eddie Pinheiro, man, he's perfect. That guy's a monster. Guy can't miss a field goal. Knock on wood. He's amazing. I love Eddie Pinheiro. Guy's a beast. Who else? Who else played good? Talked about Eddie Pinheiro. Oh, Kyle Juszczyk. I feel like he was playing pretty good in the blocking department. I feel like he opened up a lot of lanes today, especially early on that game. I noticed a lot of big blocks on Kyle Juszczyk's side, so yeah, he played good. You may not get there, but for the fans and every player sitting at home and watching on the sidelines, at least try. Yeah. Who's my player of the game? Christian McCaffrey. I mean, the guy, dog. He's a dog. He broke records. He set a record, 16. Oh, wow. Chiefs just threw a pick. Yeah, he set a record, right? He passed Marshall Faulk for most games with a rushing and receiving touchdown in a game. That was nice. Yeah, Green played good today. Christine, no worries. Mack and Bethune, yeah, all those people played, but Christian McCaffrey is the best player of this game. He carried the Niners. He was amazing. I don't know where we'd be without Christian McCaffrey. Like, honestly, we've lost all these players, and Christian McCaffrey's the one man that's still on this team that keeps him running. The engine. It's the engine of this team, man. I love it. So, Christine says, I hope everybody had a safe and happy Halloween. I had a good Halloween. It was fun. Went down to downtown Los Gatos. My daughter met up with her friends. So I went, me and my friend, we were, they have like this, they have Pizza My Heart. We went and grabbed pizza. We watched the World Series, Game 6. We were watching that. We were eating pizza. And then we went downtown Los Gatos. We were just checking it. And I run into my daughter while she's with her friend. She's like, oh, I know him. I was like, hey, what's up? I'll meet you in 2 hours. But we had a good Halloween. Me and my friend, we were walking around. And then she wanted pizza, so we grabbed pizza and all that stuff. But Halloween was good. It's fun time. Safe. They closed the whole area in downtown Los Gatos. They closed like the whole area. So there's no cars. It's all very, it's all closed out. Everybody in that neighborhood passing out candy, decorate their houses. It's cool. And it's like I said, it's right across the street. There's like a bunch of restaurants and there's a ice cream parlor and all that stuff. So it's cool. Winter says, I hate watching the Chiefs. Don't we all? We all do. What was going on with that CBS injury report on Stout? Said he was out for the game, but he was fine. Sometimes I don't know what they're talking. They don't know what they're talking about. They say the dumbest things. These sideline reporters. They don't know what they're talking about. But there was no injury report on Stout during this game. He was playing. So I don't know what the heck that was about. Who do I think is going to win tonight? Seahawks or Commanders? I think the Commanders are going to win. I mean, JD5, he's back. They have the Commanders have to win this game. This is a must-win game for them. They have to. Nathan says, glad the Niners won, but damn, with the injuries, I know it's tough. You hate MetLife? I hate MetLife too. Lawrence says, I'm from Georgia. I asked this on your page the other day, and I've only been to California one time in my life, and it's when I was 4 years old. Outside of just sports, why does LA and San Francisco not like each other? I mean, it's NorCal, Southern California. It's two different sides of California. So there's like rivalry there. But I think a lot of it stems because of sports, right? The sports hatred, right? LA, San Francisco. And then they're both big cities. LA is a big city. San Francisco is a big city. San Francisco thinks they're better. LA thinks they're better than San Francisco. It's just the mentality. When you live out in California, if you're from the Bay, right, you rep San Francisco. If you're from Southern California, SoCal, you're going to rep LA. And you're going to think your side of California is better. But a lot of it does stem from sports. But other than that, it's just they're big cities. And, Californians, we rep our part of the city, a part of the state. We rep our part of the state, right? I live in Northern California. I live in San Jose. So I feel like I'm, Bay Area guy. FLA, right? People at LA, I have a good friend in LA. And he's like, no, F the Bay. So this is how it is. It's just how it goes. It comes with the territory. That's how it is. Cardinals or Cowgirls? I hope they both lose, but I mean, I guess I got to root for the Cardinals, right? I don't want the Cowboys to win. So How many ACLs are going out this year? I don't know. It's not just the Niners. There's been a lot of ACLs. I think the tight end from the Packers, Tucker Kraft. Sheesh. LA isn't a football city. They're like fake football. Blooming Cat says, I swear there's more Niner fans at UCLA than a Rams or Chargers, probably. Serious question. Who are we losing next week? Please don't say it. I hope nobody. Alex says, I live in LA, been a San Fran fan since birth. A lot of people from LA are Niner fans, but there's a lot of Niner fans. But there's a lot of people from the Bay, like at SF, that like LA, like the Dodgers, right? Dodgers won the World Series. You know how many like San Francisco people I know, people that are San Francisco natives, or they live in the Bay and they like LA. It's crazy to me. But then there's like people that live in LA and they rep the Dodgers, but they also rep the Niners. Like OG Carnal, that guy, OG Carnal, I love that guy, but he's a Niner guy and a Dodgers guy. Like, how can you do both? That's funny. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Packers frauds. I don't think they're as good as they're. I mean, everybody thinks the Packers are like the best team in the NFC. They're good. That division's tough. Did you see Detroit lose to Minnesota today? Wow, that was interesting. JJ McCarthy, good for him. Good for him. Wow, the Bills about to take down the Chiefs. But yeah, anyways, that's it, man. I'm just frustrated. Niners beat the Giants, but at what cost? They beat the Giants, but Mykel Williams is pretty much out for the season. That sucks, dude. Like it actually just sucks that how many injuries. You know what I mean? Like, what are we supposed to do as Niner fans? Like, what are we supposed to do? Like, we love this team, but then everybody gets hurt, so you want to win. I don't know. Frustrating. Anyways, we win. We get Victory Monday tomorrow. Enjoy the win. It sucks, but it is what it is. We just got to keep pushing through all this adversity and these injuries. At least we're 6-3, man. So you guys have a good rest of your day. We'll be live maybe later on Instagram. But you guys take care. Niners win. Mykel Williams, his knee's pretty much good. So it's unfortunate. You guys have a blessed day. Love you. Go Niners. Keep winning. Keep winning games. That's all that matters. Peace.